Hey Facebook group members, how are you guys doing? It is freezing out here, but probably not as cold as some of you have it right now, which is probably snow dropping and just crazy temperatures. But in any case, I'm making a response video. You know, with my busy schedule, it's kind of tight sometimes for me to always be in the group and always kind of see what questions people are posting. And so that's kind of why it's okay for other people to offer any suggestions. Some of the suggestions that the group offers, I'm not totally in line with, but that's okay. They're really helping me out by trying to get you the help that you need. But on occasion, when I can, I'll jump in there and kind of drop a little note as to kind of how I feel about a certain case or a certain question that a poster may be posting. So I'm responding to an anonymous post regarding extreme excitability in mouthing. And I did request some video from this poster, asking if I could see and observe something that we can talk about. And they did not share the video publicly in the post. They actually contacted me privately and shared it with me in my inbox. So because of how they shared that video with me, I'm not able to share the video with you. Because usually when somebody does that, it's because of their privacy. And just because now I know who they are, I'm not going to go on the group and say, oh, the anonymous poster so-and-so sent me a video. They wanted to be anonymous for a reason. So they're going to stay anonymous. I can't share the video, but I am going to respond to what I received, and it would still be beneficial for everyone else watching or listening to this video or following this post. Okay, so without further ado, here's kind of my explanation as to what I saw and how are we going to help this puppy stop getting so crazy and mouthy and tugging on shirts and pants and just being an overall puppy, honestly. All right, so first off, thanks for the videos, and wow, brother, there is a lot going on in those videos. So first, let's address the toys. I have never seen so many toys for one wolf dog, but I could totally tell that she's your baby girl, and you love her to death. So that was pretty cool to watch. But yes, it's a popular dog training advice on the internet. But is there a latent reason why you shouldn't use dog toys? Teething, boredom, irritation, anxiousness, and protecting your furniture from being ruined are all fantastic reasons to play with toys, right? No, absolutely not. What is the #1 reason why online trainers encourage toys? To prevent boredom and frustration and to keep them stimulated. Did you catch the last sentence? Keep them stimulated? Why would you want to keep them stimulated? That's absolutely opposite of what we want. We want to show them the proper way to ease their distress when feeling aroused and frustrated, and not how to chomp on and destroy toys. There's no such thing as dog toys in the animal kingdom. Wolves and dogs do not provide toys to entertain their pups. Toys disrupt a puppy's life and inadvertently teach 100 or more undesired micro-behaviors, such as becoming familiar with chewing man-made materials whenever they're bored and stressed. It also can encourage resource guarding. It draws them away from natural latent learning and encourages them to engage in non-productive entertainment-oriented activities, the worst of which makes it difficult for a puppy to understand the value of mental rest. Give a bone to a puppy. This isn't a toy. If the dog wants to use the bone as a toy, that's totally fantastic. That's excellent latent learning. What is the takeaway? There is no need to develop compulsive behavior or possible resource guarding when you can produce what you want with the resources you currently have. Now, while also not having to hire a trainer for a future behavioral issue that you caused to begin with by blindly conditioning your dog and encouraging the use of dog toys for boredom, anxiety, and frustration. Because this will just educate your puppy that similar textured objects, such as the rubber bottoms of your shoes or the plush substance of your furniture, are suitable outlets for boredom and irritation, just as you and toys have taught them. Also, don't ever throw toys for them to fetch. Many of my clients ask me if it's possible to get a wolf dog off leash without treats or an e-collar, and the answer is a hell to the yes, absolutely. I'm already working on that with my high concept Hakomi, but it starts off with not encouraging your wolf dog to lose their mind by chasing fast thrown objects and encouraging a chase to leave you standing there. That's considered mock hunting. We want to encourage an off-leash bond, not an off-leash chase. Now let's address the video of you petting her and playing with her. I feel that at this point we have already learned that the slight tossing of the toys and short bouts of tug-of-war are merely an extension of you. So transferring to your pants and sleeves are all the same to her as the toys. Also, although you might disagree, the video that I was watching of you petting her really looked like you were actually putting your hands in her mouth. I know that that's not intentional, but I even had my nutritionist look at it, which is Alexa, my wife, who also works on behavior, observe your video. And her first thought was, well, why is he encouraging her to mouth him? But the reason why she came to that conclusion is because if you ask your dog to sit and when they do, you pet them, you in fact rewarded for the sit. If your dog is growling at someone and you pet them during that moment, you in fact are rewarding the behavior. When you ask her to stop mouthing you, stop mouthing me, you are actually simultaneously petting her for it at the same time. Now, before I go into how to prevent her mouthing behavior, I have to explain that all of the above examples that I mentioned are what I call twin behaviors. They are related behavior to your principal complaint, but they are less offensive to you, so you're not really taking notice because you're unaware of how these twin behaviors are in fact fueling your unwanted behavior. Now, normally, I go over a foundation exercise that my clients know as a calming exercise. And I feel everyone in the group is aware of that exercise, but there's still confusion for those that have not hired me to understand the concept or the complexity of it. And I also told you that I tried to help you get this resolved in a day. In your case, we're going to use a crate instead. But if you don't want to use a crate, you can use a small room as a substitute. Now, this concept will not work for every WOLFDOG puppy, but after watching your particular video and interaction with her, I am 100% certain it will work because of her perception of you, which I'll explain later. The below method is not a blanket technique for everyone to use because it really depends on how the puppy perceives their own crate. When puppies have been taught to use a crate properly, they always perceive their crate as a place of safety and relaxation. They will never perceive a crate as a form of punishment if used as a timeout, especially when those timeouts are under a minute. Anything over a minute, they will just perceive as it's time to go to sleep or you must be leaving for work. So if any trainer tells you that using the crate as punishment will teach them to hate their crate, does not have a strong foundation in behavioral science in order to come up with that conclusion. In the below example, we're going to use your strong bond that I saw in those videos as a reward system, meaning if she behaves with grace and love, she can be with her daddy. The minute she does zoomies or grabs and bites your clothing and hands, you're simply going to say in a full sentence, hey girl, what the heck do you think you're doing? I believe in using full sentences when communicating to my wolf dogs. I don't buy into the whole one syllable command theory. And then you're going to put her in her crate. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to say, oh my gosh, girl, what are you doing? And you're going to put her in her crate. Now, here's the most important part. You must leave the room completely. Her watching you through the crate is still being with you. When you return after a minute, remember she's only in there for 1 minute. Don't talk to her. Don't ask her to sit before letting her out. Just open the crate and just walk away. Go sit on your couch. If she starts up again, repeat the process. Remember, only under a minute. After the third or fourth repetition, she'll become self-aware enough to recognize a pattern. And now what she does with that pattern is most interesting. She will just lay next to you. It'll blow your mind. She's just going to sit next to you. Now, the next step is what we call shaping the behavior into the wolf dog you want her to become. Remember this mantra, you get what you pet. Don't talk in a high-pitched voice. Don't put your hands in her face. But instead, softly stroke her fur, her back, her chest in a love calming fashion, and also deep into her muscles, massage and relax that cutie patootie. Like really just get her to relax. The results are going to blow your mind, and you'll quickly learn that raising a wolf dog has nothing to do with dog training, but everything to do with how you respond to them and their actions. Now, if anyone watching this video is interested in learning how to raise a canine rather to train one, I offer a subscription program. Everyone who completes a 12-month subscription will receive a certificate allowing you to teach others using this latent curriculum learning system to help other wolf dogs and dog owners with ongoing support. So you're going to be getting ongoing support even when you're working with other people after the 12 months of just working with me, because I want to be able to coach you on helping other people, because I don't have the time to, because I only take 20 clients a year. So that means that if anybody else wants to learn my approach, there is no way to learn it. I have 20 clients all year. That's who I'm only going to work with. So the more I can get on board, the more I can coach on this learning system, the more people can go out and help other people. And that's kind of what my goal is. So hopefully that will happen sooner than later. But if you guys have any other questions, you can just private message me. Or you can visit my website, wolfdogbehaviorist.com. Okay, anonymous poster, if you have any questions, you have my instant messenger, so just go ahead and ask your questions, and I'll continue helping you understand the process. And also take video of you doing this approach and get rid of all those toys. Remember though, you have to have a substitute, and that's gonna be some natural items: cow hoof, bully stick, pig's ear, marrow bone. But don't leave all those on the floor. You're gonna rotate them. So if you find that she's being a nuisance, if you find she's chewing on your furniture, yes, you'll just give her a marrow bone. That novelty will wear off, and then you'll see that she goes, I don't want that. Then you say, oh, well, what about a bully stick? And she'll go, oh my gosh, you had that in the drawer? So and then you take the marrow bone away, and then you kind of cycle through the cow hoof, and you cycle through the pig's ear, those kind of things. So you're always gonna rotate your stuff, so it remains to have that novelty. And that's how you're gonna redirect her from chewing furniture, chewing shoes, and chewing, shirts. You don't want to redirect her with the same material that she's chewing, because you're just telling her, yeah, that material is good to chew. Here's a different version of it. It'll transfer to other stuff. So make sure that whatever you redirect with is always going to be something natural that your furniture is not made out of. Okay. All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And again, I will do my best to try to answer as many posts as possible, but I'm going to be very busy this year. So for all the other trainers that are on here that are answering posts, and other WOLFDOG owners, or even some of my past clients that are offering help and suggestions, thank you so much. You're really helping me maintain the group, because I can't always be on here looking at all the posts. And for my admins, I'm also very thankful for my admins that are helping keep everything going and making sure that everyone treats each other with kindness and respect. So, all right, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will hopefully chat with you guys more later, and hopefully do some more video responses to anybody's Q&As. All right, bye. Enjoy your day.